Hello and welcome to Virtual Investor Conferences. My name is Greg Young, and on behalf of OTC Markets, we're very pleased you have joined us for our next live presentation from Sono Group NV. Please note you can submit questions for the presenter in the box to the left of the slides. You can also view the company's availability for one-on-one meetings through the Schedule Meetings tab found on the conference platform. At this point, I'm very pleased to welcome George O'Leary, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, and Chief Financial Officer of Sono Group NV, which trades on the OTCQB venture market under the symbol SEVCF. Welcome, George.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is George O'Leary, Managing Director, CEO, and CFO of Sono Group NV. Let me share a little bit about myself before I get started. So first of all, today is my birthday, so that's an exciting day to be doing this. My background, I was a CPA with Peat Marwick and Mitchell before it was KPMG, so I am dating myself a little bit. Then I was an executive with Cablevision Industries. I ran $125 million worth of business for Cablevision when we sold to Time Warner. From there, I started my own cable installation business called Communication Resources Incorporated, grew a business from 5 to 40 million in 4 years and sold it. And then I traveled the world for 3 years, which was enjoyable in my mid-30s. And then I started my own consulting practice called SKS Consulting. And the interesting thing about SKS Consulting is that my last name, O'Leary in Gaelic, translates to "Strong are the kings of the sea." So I created my whole consulting company around my family heritage, and my family crest is actually my company logo. So it's a little bit about myself. Now I'll get started on the presentation about Sono Group NV. Obviously, we're a public company, so just the disclosure. Okay, so a little bit about the company. Sono Group, we're a pioneer of solar-powered mobility applications. We're headquartered in Munich, Germany, incorporated in 2016, and our management board and our supervisory board are based in the US as of this year. So we basically have the German ingenuity and engineering, and the US, what I would call innovation and entrepreneurialism. So it's a nice combination. We're currently on the OTCQB under the symbol SEVCF, as you mentioned. We have 40 plus employees based in Munich, Germany. Since March of 2023, we focused on retrofitting and integrating proprietary solar technology. So we're a solar mobility company, specifically for commercial vehicles, and we've been generating revenue since 2021. So let me tell you about our product offering. So we have an end-to-end solar mobility solution for commercial vehicles. It really contains 4 components. One is our solar PV modules. Then our solar controller, charge controller, which we call our MCU. And the way the MCU works, it ties into the solar panels and by zone, and it adopts the sunlight changes for peak efficiencies for our solar kits. Then we have our vehicle integration, which is our wiring and integration system for our buses, trucks, and vans, and also refrigeration trailers. And then we have our data and software, and our data and software, it analyzes solar yields, fuel savings, and CO2 emissions reductions. What's nice is it helps our client base calculate their carbon footprint. Now let me talk about our market demand. So the way I see things, solar bridges the gap between conventional vehicles of today and electric vehicles of tomorrow. So basically, when you look at this slide, the commercial part of this is about 1/3 of the business. That's what our target focus is. But if you look at the passenger EV today and where it's going to be by 2040, it goes from just over 10% today to over 75% in the next 15 years. And the way I see it is solar bridges that gap from a fully EV market to where the charging stations actually get caught up to the EV demand. There's been significant global investment in solar, with Europe and North America being two of the three largest drivers of that growth. And obviously, Asia Pacific is the largest. But the way to look at it is solar is now the largest and most affordable renewable energy source, recently confirmed by both Bill Gates and Elon Musk. Reason for that are two trends. One is the cost of PV solar panels have gone down 90% over the last 15 years. And also the PV module efficiency has increased 33% up to 20 plus. It's now about 22% efficiency over that same time period. Now let's talk about the products and technology. So our initial focus was on buses. We called it our solar bus kit. And we've recently expanded the product portfolio to have 3 different sizes for the bus kits, as well as offerings for trucks and vans. So going through some of that details, we started off with the 16 solar panel bus kit. Now we're offering a 16, a 12, and an 8 panel solar bus kit. And what it does, reduces fuel consumption, reduces the total cost of ownership, and reducing the CO2 emissions, therefore affecting the carbon footprint. We also just recently launched for trucks and vans. So we have 4, 2, and 1 PV solar panels options for that. And again, it reduces the CO2, the total cost of ownership, and less dependency on the charging infrastructure. What's interesting, I love to talk about the recreational vehicle market because it's such a large market. It's over $1 billion market today. Really, it's the RV market is they're looking for off-grid camping and energy independence. So reduces the CO2 emissions, but it really focuses on prolonging the battery life. And very specifically in the luxury market, the Class A motorhomes, that's really the dominant class that focuses on utilizing solar because they have such luxury appliances and everything else in their motorhomes that solar really helps where they don't have to tie into the grid off when they're off grid. So, and then very recently, we're focusing on the refrigeration trailers, where it's reducing fuel consumption, reducing CO2 emissions, and prolonging the battery life for the refrigeration system and also the other appliances in the trailers. A little bit more specific about entering the refrigeration trailer segment with our new solar kit. So we have semi-flexible PV solar modules, and as you see, we have the solar panels not only on the roof of the trailer, but also on the sides of the trailer. We also have our solar charge controller, the MCU, which maximizes captured solar energy by zone, so that as the sunlight is hitting in different zones, in different areas of the trailer, you're maximizing the effectiveness and the efficiency of the solar. So the refrigeration trailer units provides refrigeration trailers with independent power for up to 3 to 4 hours daily, significantly lowering the energy consumption, and enables customers to achieve higher efficiencies and meet the sustainability targets. So just picture of what we're doing. So this is our solar bus kit. Again, all of these products are ready for delivery. So the solar bus kit, again, the 16, 12, or 8 solar panels go on the roof of the buses. Then this is our MCU, our charger, as well as the wiring and integration system. Next slide. Here is for what we call our solar kit light for trucks and vans. So you can see with the solar panels, it's either 4, 2, or 1 we offer that go on the trucks and the vans. Our solar refrigeration trailer kit, again, ready for delivery. Not only does the solar panels go on the roof of the trailers, but also on the sides of the trailers as well. So now let me talk about business development. So we recently partnered with one of the largest German resellers of truck and van parts to expand solar kits across Europe. So Hofmeister and Minke, they're a very large reseller. They have 18 locations in Germany, and they're also in 27 countries. Our head of sales and our head of product, Dominic and Georg, they've just recently trained over 80 of their sales force to be selling our product portfolio. So we're really excited about that. And because they're a truck and van company, our new product offering of truck and vans is really helpful for our partnership there. And they're also offering bus as a new solution for the bus industry as well. So we've recently been to 3 different trade shows, and there's very successful launches we've had with our new solar products. We've offered not only with the bus kit offering 3 options, which is different price points. We're also offering the trucks and vans, and we've provided over 150 new sales leads. And those sales leads are broken up into resellers, which is one of our industry segments that we focus on, the bus industries, as well as, for the 3 different product offerings, as well as trucks and vans. So it was very successful, and it also opened up the opportunity with the refrigeration trailers as well. So let's see. One of the things, our data-driven customer dashboard, where it actually can tell you your carbon footprint, really sets Sono from the competition. And we have 2 upcoming trade shows as well, which is going to extend our market impact and generate even more leads going forward. So now a corporate update about the company. So Sono Group NV, as I mentioned, it's a German-based company, but our management board and our supervisory board are in the US. So we have David Dodge and Chris Schreiber as our supervisory board members. We have an EGM coming up in November 7th in the Netherlands, where I'm adding a new supervisory board member, Owen May, and we're very excited about that. And then our managing directors for the GmbH for our subsidiary are based in Munich, Germany, Jan and Dennis. So I'd be remiss not to talk about our most valuable resource, which is our dedicated team of 40 plus employees based in Munich, Germany. What's great about this team is they are so committed to changing the world, creating a greener world. Not only do they they ride bicycles to work, so they're not burning fossil fuels, but they're also, for the most part, all of them are vegan as well. So they really live a life to really have a greener world. And a great team of people, very dedicated and very committed to making this a complete success. So a little bit about the company profile. So we have over 105 million shares outstanding. We have over 15,000 shareholders. Our industry classification, we were an auto manufacturer in the past. Now we are a semiconductor and really a technology company with PV solar panels and solar mobility technology as the driving force of that. Our legal counsel is the international company of DLA Piper. Our auditors are Grassi & Company based out of New York, and our transfer agent is AST. So let me give you the outlook for 2024-2025. One, obviously, as potential investors, access to funding is very important, and we have access to over $10 million of funding. We got 4.5 million US in funding in February, another 3.5 million just recently in September. And with the commitment of funding for the 10 million, the company expects the funding should be sufficient through operations through June of 2025. I'm also focusing on a NASDAQ uplisting process that I'm working on right now. And part of that, to meet the NASDAQ capital market requirements, I'm going to be doing a capital raise somewhere in the 5 to 7.5 million range as well. So targeted growth for the company. And we just finished our projection for 2025, so it's very fresh in my mind. So we're going to be delivering some 2,000 solar kits for 2025. The expected revenue composition is broken out into 60% for solar bus kits, which is the 16, 12, and 8 panel kits, and then 20% for the solar kit lights, which is the truck and vans. That's the 4 panel, the 2 panel, and the 1 panel kits. And then the solar refrigeration trailer kits, it's 20% of the revenue, but it has the largest growth trajectory because we're working with a large international supplier that wants to put us as part of their product roadmap for 2025. So we're really excited about that. Obviously, as a public company, I can't mention the names until we finalize those arrangements, but we're very excited and definitely will help drive revenues for 2025 fairly substantially. So as far as shareholder value and transparency, we were admitted to the OTCQB, trading under the symbol SEVCF in July of 2024. And our extraordinary general meeting scheduled for November 7th, the main purpose is to enable compliance with the NASDAQ Capital Markets initial listing requirements, including an appointment of a third supervisory board member, which I mentioned from the US, as well as creating a 33% quorum for a shareholder vote, along with some other things as well. So the key takeaways for the company and why, as an investor, would you look to invest in Sono Group NV? One, solar is the largest and most affordable renewable energy source in the world today. Solar bridges the gap between the conventional vehicles of today and the electric vehicles of tomorrow, as the charging stations will catch up by 2040 to the demand of the electric vehicles. Awareness of solar benefits are growing, increasing customer demand across commercial vehicle applications. And over the last 3 trade shows, as well as the next 2 coming up, we're very excited about the interest and the demand that our sales pipeline is growing from. Our patent portfolio and our solar mobility know-how sets us apart from our competition. And Sono Group NV is on track for our planned NASDAQ uplisting in the next few months. We're very excited about that. And lastly, no matter what your politics are, globally, everyone loves solar. So with that, let me turn it over to questions and answers. And perfect.
So, George, let me help you with the questions. So we have some from the audience here. The first one, are you adding your panels to newly built vehicles or retrofitting or both?
So basically, it's really both. The way it works is for the solar bus kits, really the key is our MCU units. So with the solar bus kits where we have 16, 12, or 8 solar panels, our MCU really creates zones so that it actually works very effectively no matter where the sun is hitting. And then for our vans and trucks where we have less solar panels, we have not a proprietary MCU, but just a regular charger where it just works with one zoning. So that's the answer there. Next question.
What countries are you operating from and where are your clients based?
Yep. So great question. So we're based in Munich, Germany. Our headquarters are in Munich, Germany. Our employees are in Munich, Germany. As I mentioned, we have myself I'm based in West Palm Beach, Florida, and our supervisors are all U.S. based. Our top 3 clients we're working on right now, direct clients, 2 are U.S. based. We're very excited about that. So with a global reach, and 1 is based in Germany, a large German supplier, as well as we have a reseller both in Hungary and in Germany. And as part of our sales pipeline, we have over 15 resellers globally that are also interested in signing up to sell our product offerings. Excuse me. Thank you.
So next question will be, what exactly do solar panels do? And how efficient are they versus traditional conventional energy sources?
Great question. Again, as I mentioned, is solar is the largest and most affordable renewable energy source. So, the great thing about solar is it's driven by the sun, right? So it's natural, and it's endless. Right now, the efficiencies have improved about 33% over the last 15 years. It's about a 22% efficiency. But with our MCU and our proprietary products that we offer, we actually maximize the way the sunlight hits the vehicle to maximize the efficiency of our solar panels. Okay. Next question.
Can you provide some more color around your IP portfolio and competitive nature of solar mobility space?
Sorry, one second, because I'm getting. Can you ask that question again, Dimitri, please? Oh, got it. I found it. Yes. So it's a great question. So we actually have 9 granted patents, and we have over 30 pending patents. So it does provide a very nice competitive advantage over our competition. And because of our years of know-how of really understanding the solar mobility space, it really between our employee know-how and our patent portfolio, it's definitely our largest competitive advantage over our competition. So the next question I see is about if you don't run out of sun, at least not for now, why aren't more institutions on board? And what I would say is this: is solar really is just getting started. I think the interest and the excitement about solar, and as you know, the global interest in climate control and reducing the carbon footprint, solar is going to become more and more relevant and more important as we go forward. So I believe the global government agencies, as well as large companies that are socially conscious, are going to be more and more utilizing solar as bridging the gap into the EV market. The problem with the EV market is those charging stations. It's going to take at least 15 years, if not longer, to actually catch up to that demand of 75% EV by 2040. And really, the way I see it is solar bridges that gap between now and then. And then, as I mentioned, and again, being a public company, and we really don't speak to revenue as of yet, but I will give guidance as I did with the installations and the breakout. For installations, we're planning on doing over 2,000 installs in 2025. And again, the breakout is 60% solar bus kit. That's the 16, 12, and 8 solar panel kits. And then 20% for trucks and vans, which is the 4, 2, and 1 panel solar kits, which we call our Solar Kit Lite. And then the refrigeration trailers, 20% of our revenue in 2025, but a significant growing factor as we work with a product pipeline for a very large supplier, should drive that very significantly into 25 and then all the way into 2026. And then the next question is, out of all the applications, what are the most popular applications to your solar power in a vehicle? So again, our focus is on the commercial vehicle market, if I can be clear about that. I do believe that now that we're offering 3 options for our bus kits with 16, 12, and 8, which provides for different ROIs for our client base, that's opening up a huge opportunity for us. And as I mentioned, 60% of our 2025 revenue is projected for the solar bus kits with those 3 levels. So that would be what I would say would be our most popular. But clearly, the refrigeration trailer is also fairly substantial, and with getting on a product roadmap with a very large international client will create a significant demand and a significant opportunity for us going forward. So I think that's all the questions that I see. I don't know, Dimitri, do you have any other questions that you see? Or did we cover them all?
There's one more question. Can you explain a little bit more what is the core of the technology that you use, and how exactly does it work?
Yep. So as I mentioned, and I think one of the key elements is our MCU units, because I think that, when you look at, solar on an automobile, you're going to get a certain amount of efficiency. But when we're putting it on the solar bus kits, with the different panel sizes, and even our solar trucks and our vans, with our MCU with the bus kits, the way it works with the zoning, I think, is very key, because that way, if the sunlight's hitting it in one area and not the others, all of the sunlight efficiencies coming from that particular zone, where it's not just coming in from either all or one. So with our 16 solar kit, with our 16 panel solar kit, we have 8 different zones. So as the sunlight hits each of those 8 zones, we're actually getting efficient sunlight and solar energy coming from those zones without having it not get to the other zones. So it's that technology is a very large opportunity for maximizing the efficiency with our product offerings. So I don't know if there were any more questions, but if not, I want to thank you all for your time today. Very excited about being able to present for you. And as I mentioned, there's a great opportunity being in solar, and specifically with Sono Group NV, where we're heading with our sales pipeline and our sales opportunity going forward, as well as the opportunity to eventually getting onto the NASDAQ capital markets, where not only retail investors can invest, but also institutional investors can start investing, especially the ones that are interested in investing with social conscious. So thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate it, and look forward to you guys. So if you'd like to track us, if you would, visit our website at Sono Group NV, as well as for LinkedIn, you could go to Sono Group NV's LinkedIn page as well. You'll find a lot of great information and all of our updates going forward as well. So thank you very much, and we'll talk soon.